Hello everybody, I'm Sammy from cheatware.net, and today I'd like to show you another app that will allow you to hack your Android games. This one is called Xmodgames. Now, as the name might slightly imply, this will allow you to mod your already installed Android games on your device. Now, you may have heard of modded or hacked APKs. This is essentially what this does, except you don't have to go to shady websites that will try to spam you or have you download fakes or viruses and so on. So it's a very good alternative, in my opinion. It also works for online games such as the Clashes of Clans and Kings and Candies and whatever. So that's nice, and also allows you to run bots, which is a new thing. They're called Lua scripts in this one. So essentially, these are scripts that allow you to set up automatic actions, automatic action completions in online games and offline games if you are so inclined. So that's pretty interesting. However, as always, guys, just a small warning, a disclaimer of sorts. If you want to use this on online games, please, guys, get yourself some emulators, right? Because they're easier to root, and you know it's not a mobile device that you might brick. And do it on a alternative account first before you move on to using this kind of stuff on your main account on an online game, because there is always the risk that you're getting banned and losing an account that you've potentially invested a lot of time and money into. So that is just a small warning, guys. Please just first test it out on an alt and then move on to your main account, alright? Okay, so how does this work? Obviously, you're gonna have to download the Xmodgames APK, link in the description as always. Just click it, download it, get going. However, this will require a rooted device, as so many of these programs do. Obviously, there's no other way, because this app has to have access to your actual game that you have installed on your phone, right? So it has to get through the walled garden. So a root is absolutely required in order for this to run adequately. Now, once you have that, essentially you just tap the game that you might want to mod. In my case, that would be Fallout Shelter, for example, and it'll show you the mods that are available. So in this case, we have Auto Stimpaks, Auto Radaway, something about HP, and more babies, and multiply the caps that you get from certain actions. So that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Now, for other games, such as, for example, Candy Crush Saga and so on, you'll have unlimited moves and score multipliers. For online games, obviously there won't be like unlimited gems and so on, because that is processed on the game's servers, but there will be mods available for those as well. Alright, so the way you get this working is essentially you just tap install, and it will install the mod onto your game on your device if the game is indeed detected, alright? And if it succeeds, it will tell you installed successfully. Alright, let's close this. And now essentially you can just launch the game from Xmodgame itself. So that's pretty neat. It's also a launcher on top of everything else. Alright, the game's open now, and the first thing that you will notice is this little robot guy here to the side. If you tap him, you will get the Xmodgames in-game menu. This will have options to run Lua scripts if you have any downloaded. It will have the option to chat with other people that are using the cheat on the same game, and advanced hacking options for the game. But aside from that, the options should all be enabled automatically if your device is rooted and you have installed the patch. As you can see, this girl right here is already pregnant, so the baby cheat seems to work. And yeah, essentially all the cheats are active right now. Oh, that's a lot of caps for just doing that. That's pretty neat. So yeah, it seems to work perfectly the way I see it. And yeah, that's pretty neat. So that's Xmodgames essentially. Now, I'm just gonna get out of here real quick. And as you can see, if you go to mods in Xmodgames, this works for a whole lot of games, okay? It works for a whole bunch, but not for every game that's out there, okay? They're constantly expanding their inventory, so to speak. And I believe there's hundreds of games at the moment, but I'm not quite sure. I've never actually counted them, but there's a whole lot of them. And usually the way this works is it works for the latest version or one of the latest versions of the APK that is out there, okay? So let's say you want to use it on whatever, Candy Crush Saga or whatever. Try getting the latest version of Candy Crush Saga from the Play Store, installing the mod. If it doesn't work, I would just uninstall the game entirely. Search one of the earlier patches on the internet. There's a lot of APK download sites that allow you to do that, like getting older versions of a game, and then install the mod on that one, okay? And then, yeah, that's just a little stipulation, because sometimes these mods don't work for the very, very latest builds of certain games. Because obviously it takes a lot of work to keep all these mods and hacks updated. So yeah, please have some understanding for the developers of this thing. As always, if you want to download this, link in description below, or just Google cheatware Xmodgames. Thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.